Imagine standing in the middle of a vast desert where the sun beats down relentlessly and the horizon stretches endlessly in every direction. Now, picture stumbling upon an ancient tomb, untouched for centuries, hidden beneath the shifting sands. This isn't just any tomb, it's a time capsule, a portal to a world we thought we understood but are only beginning to truly comprehend. Inside, the walls are adorned with breathtaking paintings, vibrant and alive with colors that have defied time itself. These aren't mere decorations, they're messages from the past, clues that challenge everything we thought we knew about medieval trade routes and the connections between distant civilizations. For centuries, historians believed that trade in the medieval world followed predictable paths, well-documented routes that linked major cities and empires. But the discovery of this remote desert tomb upended those assumptions. The paintings tell a different story, one of unexpected exchanges, far-reaching networks, and a level of cultural interaction that we never imagined. They depict goods, people, and ideas flowing in ways that defy the traditional maps of trade. Suddenly, the desert isn't just a barren wasteland. It's a crossroads, a place where cultures met, mingled, and shaped the course of history. What if everything we thought we knew about medieval trade was only part of the story? What if the routes we've studied for generations were just the tip of the iceberg? This tomb and the secrets it holds forces us to rethink how we see the medieval world. It's not just about spices, silk, and gold. It's about the movement of ideas, the blending of traditions, and the hidden connections that bound societies together in ways we're only beginning to uncover. Today, we'll explore this incredible discovery, unravel the mysteries within these paintings, and see how they're reshaping our understanding of history. This is more than just a story about trade. It's a story about how the past continues to surprise us, challenging what we think we know and inviting us to see the world in a new light. So let's step inside this ancient tomb and uncover the secrets that have been waiting for us, hidden in the sands of time. The discovery of the desert tomb came as a complete surprise, even to the seasoned archaeologists who had spent years surveying the region. It was a scorching day in the middle of the summer, with temperatures soaring well above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The team had been working tirelessly in a remote, arid area, far from any modern settlements, where the only sounds were the whispers of the wind and the occasional crunch of footsteps on gravel. They were searching for evidence of ancient settlements, but what they found was far beyond their wildest expectations. As one of the archaeologists carefully brushed away the sand from a peculiar rock formation, they uncovered the edge of a stone door, an entrance that had been sealed for over 1,000 years. The excitement in the air was palpable. The team quickly realized they were standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. Inside, the tomb was remarkably preserved, shielded from the elements by layers of sand and stone. The walls were adorned with intricate paintings, their colors still vivid despite the passage of time. Each image seemed to tell a story, depicting scenes of trade caravans, foreign merchants, and exotic goods. The researchers were stunned. This wasn't just a burial site, it was a visual archive of a thriving trade network that connected distant lands. Leading the excavation was Dr. Amina Khalid, a renowned archaeologist who had dedicated her career to studying ancient trade routes. She and her team had come to the region with a hypothesis that this area, often dismissed as a barren wasteland, might have once been a vital link in an extensive trade network. But even Dr. Khalid hadn't anticipated the scale of what they would uncover. The tomb's location, far from any known trading hubs, challenged the prevailing belief that trade in the medieval world was concentrated along major routes like the Silk Road. Instead, it suggested that smaller, less documented paths played a crucial role in connecting cultures and economies. What made the discovery even more remarkable was its timing. The paintings appeared to date back to the 9th century, a period when the region was thought to be isolated and sparsely populated. Yet here was evidence of a thriving exchange of goods, ideas, and traditions. The tomb's contents hinted at connections that stretched across continents, from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean and beyond. It was a revelation that forced historians to reconsider their understanding of medieval trade and the role of seemingly marginal regions in shaping the course of history. As the team carefully documented the site, they began to piece together the story of the tomb's creators. Who were these people, and how did they come to build such a monumental structure in the middle of nowhere? The answers seemed to lie in the paintings themselves. They depicted not only the movement of goods but also the exchange of cultural symbols, musical instruments, religious motifs, and artistic styles from distant lands. This wasn't just about trade, it was about the blending of worlds, the creation of a shared identity that transcended geographical boundaries. The discovery of the desert tomb is a reminder that history is full of surprises. It challenges us to look beyond the established narratives and explore the hidden corners of the past. This tomb, once lost to the sands of time, now stands as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of ancient societies. It invites us to rethink what we know about the medieval world and to appreciate the complex web of connections that shaped it. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of this site, one thing is clear: our understanding of history is always evolving, and every discovery has the potential to rewrite the story of who we are and where we came from. The paintings inside the desert tomb are nothing short of breathtaking. As the archaeologists' flashlights illuminated the walls, they revealed a kaleidoscope of colors, deep blues, vibrant reds, and shimmering golds that had survived centuries of isolation. The artistry was meticulous, with every brushstroke conveying a sense of purpose and detail. Scenes of bustling marketplaces came to life, showing merchants haggling over goods, camels laden with exotic products, and travelers exchanging stories around campfires. These weren't just decorative works, they were visual narratives capturing the essence of a thriving trade network that once spanned vast distances. One of the most striking scenes depicts a caravan making its way through the desert. The camels, painted with remarkable precision, carry bundles of textiles, spices, and what appear to be precious metals. Surrounding them are figures dressed in distinct styles, their clothing and accessories hinting at diverse cultural origins. One man wears a turban, another a cloak adorned with intricate patterns, and yet another has a piece of jewelry that resembles designs found in regions thousands of miles away. This single image tells a powerful story of connection, suggesting that this remote area was once a crossroads of civilizations. Another painting shows a marketplace teeming with activity. Stalls are filled with goods from distant lands, ceramics, silks, and strange fruits that wouldn't have been native to the region. The level of detail is astonishing, from the expressions on the merchants' faces to the textures of the fabrics they're selling. It's a snapshot of daily life, offering a rare glimpse into the interactions that fueled this ancient economy. What's particularly fascinating is the presence of what appears to be a scribe, meticulously recording transactions. This suggests that trade here wasn't just informal bartering, but a structured, organized system with its own rules and customs. The preservation of these paintings is itself a marvel. The dry, stable environment of the tomb helped protect the pigments from fading or deteriorating over time. This allows us to see the artwork almost as it was meant to be seen, a window into the past that feels almost alive. The vibrancy of the colors, the fluidity of the lines, and the depth of the storytelling all speak to a culture that valued art not just as decoration, but as a means of preserving history and identity. Interpreting these paintings has been a complex but rewarding task. Researchers believe they represent more than just trade. They symbolize the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and traditions. The presence of religious symbols from different cultures, for instance, suggests that this was a place where people didn't just trade goods, but also shared their spiritual practices. A mural showing musicians playing instruments of various origins further supports this idea, hinting at a blending of artistic traditions that enriched the cultural tapestry of the region. These artworks challenge the notion that the medieval world was fragmented and insular. Instead, they paint a picture of a connected, dynamic society where people from different backgrounds came together to exchange more than just material goods. The discovery of these paintings forces us to rethink our understanding of history, reminding us that even the most remote places can hold the keys to understanding the vast networks that shaped our world. As we continue to study these remarkable works, we're not just uncovering the past, we're redefining it. The symbols within these desert tomb paintings tell a story that goes far beyond the brushstrokes. Each motif, carefully placed and repeated, offers clues into a world of trans-regional trade that was far more extensive than historians ever imagined. Take the recurring image of caravans, for example. These aren't just depictions of travel, they're visual records of the complex logistics that made long-distance trade possible. The camels laden with goods are often shown in precise formations, suggesting a well-organized system designed to navigate the harsh desert environment. This level of detail hints at a society that relied on these caravans not just for commerce but for survival. The exotic goods depicted in the paintings are equally revealing. We see spices, textiles, and ceramics that would have been brought from regions hundreds, if not thousands, of miles away. One particularly striking image shows a merchant displaying a piece of silk with patterns that closely resemble those found in Chinese textiles of the same period. This suggests that the trade routes connecting these regions were not only functional but thriving, enabling the exchange of luxury items that would have been highly prized. Diverse cultural figures are another key motif. The paintings are filled with individuals dressed in distinct styles, from turbans and robes to tunics and cloaks. These figures aren't just bystanders, they're active participants in the trade networks, negotiating, exchanging goods, and sharing knowledge. One scene shows a group of merchants gathered around a map, their gestures suggesting a lively discussion about routes and destinations. This kind of interaction points to a level of cooperation and cultural exchange that challenges the stereotype of isolated medieval societies. Experts have spent years decoding these symbols, piecing together the story they tell about trans-regional trade. One of the most significant discoveries is the presence of religious symbols from multiple traditions. For instance, a mural shows a temple with architectural elements that blend Islamic, Christian, and indigenous design. This fusion of styles suggests that trade wasn't just about goods, but also about the exchange of ideas and beliefs. It's a reminder that commerce has always been a powerful force for cultural connection. The broader implications of these findings are profound. They force us to rethink the way we understand the medieval world. Far from being a time of isolation and stagnation, this period was marked by vibrant networks of exchange that spanned continents. The paintings in this desert tomb are more than just art. They're a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the people who built and maintained these trade routes. They show us a world that was interconnected long before the modern era, where goods, ideas, and cultures flowed freely across vast distances. As we continue to study these paintings, we're not just uncovering the past, we're gaining new insights into the forces that have shaped human history. They remind us that trade has always been more than just an economic activity. It's a bridge between cultures, a catalyst for innovation, and a testament to the enduring human desire to connect with others, even across the most challenging landscapes. For centuries, the study of medieval trade routes has been dominated by a Eurocentric perspective. Historians often framed these networks as extensions of European influence, with goods and ideas flowing outward from the continent. The discoveries within these desert tomb paintings, however, shatter that narrow view. They reveal a world where trade was not only multidirectional but deeply rooted in the ingenuity and contributions of non-European cultures. Consider the traditional narrative that places the Mediterranean at the center of medieval commerce. While the Mediterranean was undoubtedly a hub, these paintings show that it was just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Artifacts and goods depicted in the tomb originated from as far east as China and as far south as sub-Saharan Africa, suggesting trade routes that were far more extensive and interconnected than previously believed. This challenges the idea that Europe was the primary driver of global trade during this period. One of the most striking contradictions lies in the portrayal of merchants and traders. Older theories often depicted them as isolated figures, operating within limited regional networks. Yet, the paintings show bustling market scenes filled with individuals from diverse backgrounds, exchanging goods and ideas in a vibrant, cosmopolitan setting. These interactions suggest a level of cultural exchange and cooperation that was once thought impossible for the time. The presence of advanced navigational tools in the paintings further complicates the traditional narrative. For example, one mural depicts a group of traders using a rudimentary astrolabe, a device that was once believed to have been introduced to the region much later. This not only highlights the technological sophistication of these traders, but also underscores their ability to navigate vast distances with precision. Perhaps the most significant revelation is the role of non-European cultures in shaping these networks. The paintings depict Middle Eastern, African, and Asian merchants as central figures, actively driving commerce and innovation. This shifts the focus from Europe as the sole protagonist to a more inclusive narrative that acknowledges the contributions of a diverse array of civilizations. These findings have profound implications for how we understand history. They compel us to move beyond outdated Eurocentric frameworks and embrace a more global perspective. The desert tomb paintings are not just artifacts. They are a call to rewrite the story of medieval trade, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of the world long before the modern era. They remind us that history is not a single thread but a rich tapestry woven by countless hands across time and space. The role of technology in unraveling the mysteries of these desert tomb paintings cannot be overstated. Advanced tools like three-dimensional imaging and chemical analysis have allowed researchers to peer beneath the surface of these ancient artworks, revealing details invisible to the naked eye. For instance, three-dimensional imaging has enabled experts to map the tomb's intricate architecture with unprecedented precision, uncovering hidden chambers and pathways that hint at the site's true scale. This technology has also allowed for the high-resolution scanning of the paintings, capturing every brushstroke and pigment layer in stunning detail. Chemical analysis has been equally transformative. By examining the composition of the paints used, scientists have identified the specific minerals and organic materials sourced from distant regions. This not only confirms the painting's authenticity, but also provides clues about the trade networks that supplied these materials. For example, the presence of lapis lazuli, a rare blue stone from Afghanistan, suggests connections to far-flung markets that were once thought beyond reach. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of this technological revolution is the collaboration it has fostered. Archaeologists, historians, and scientists now work hand in hand, combining their expertise to piece together the story behind these paintings. Historians interpret the cultural significance of the scenes, while archaeologists provide context about the tomb's construction and use. Meanwhile, scientists analyze the materials and techniques employed, offering insights into the technological capabilities of the time. This multidisciplinary approach has deepened our understanding of the past in ways that would have been impossible just a few decades ago. The broader impact of these technologies on historical research is profound. They have shifted the field from reliance on written records and physical artifacts to a more comprehensive understanding of the past, enriched by scientific data. Tools like ground-penetrating radar and multispectral imaging are now standard in archaeological digs, uncovering lost cities and forgotten civilizations. Digital databases allow researchers to share findings instantly, fostering global collaboration. These advancements are not just about uncovering the past, they are reshaping how we think about history. By revealing the complexity and interconnectedness of ancient societies, they challenge simplistic narratives and invite us to see the past in a new light. The desert tomb paintings are a testament to this transformation, offering a window into a world that was far more dynamic and interconnected than we ever imagined. The paintings found in the desert tombs have done more than just captivate historians and art enthusiasts. They have fundamentally reshaped our understanding of ancient trade routes. These intricate artworks serve as a visual record, offering clues about the movement of people, goods, and ideas across vast distances. By analyzing the materials and techniques used in the paintings, researchers have been able to piece together a network of routes that connected regions as far apart as the Mediterranean and East Asia. This web of trade was far more complex than the simple east to west trajectory often depicted in traditional narratives. One of the most striking discoveries is the evidence of key hubs that facilitated this exchange. Cities like Samarkand, Petra, and Kashgar emerge as bustling centers of commerce, where merchants from different cultures met to trade goods and share knowledge. The paintings depict scenes of vibrant marketplaces, with traders offering everything from silk and spices to precious metals and ceramics. These hubs were not just economic engines, but also cultural melting pots, where ideas and innovations flowed as freely as material goods. The goods themselves tell a story of interconnectedness. Lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, silk from China, and amber from the Baltic region found their way into markets thousands of miles from their origins. This exchange wasn't just about luxury items. It included everyday goods like grains, textiles, and tools, highlighting the depth of these trade networks. The paintings also reveal the role of intermediaries, such as nomadic tribes and maritime traders, who acted as bridges between distant regions. This new map of trade challenges the traditional view of commerce as a linear process. Instead, it reveals a dynamic, multi-directional system where goods moved in all directions, following the ebb and flow of demand and opportunity. The Mediterranean wasn't just a destination for Eastern goods, it was also a source of products like olive oil, wine, and glassware that traveled eastward. Similarly, East Asia wasn't merely an exporter of silk and spices, it imported goods from South Asia, Central Asia, and beyond. The economic implications of these discoveries are profound. They suggest that ancient economies were far more interconnected and sophisticated than previously thought. trade wasn't just a matter of transporting goods, it was a driver of innovation, cultural exchange, and even political alliances. The wealth generated by these networks funded the construction of cities, monuments, and, of course, the tombs themselves. Understanding this system gives us a new appreciation for the ingenuity and adaptability of ancient societies, who navigated vast distances and cultural differences to build a world that was, in many ways, as globalized as our own. The goods that appear in these desert tomb paintings are more than just decorative elements. They are windows into a world of luxury, desire, and ambition. Spices like cinnamon, pepper, and saffron are depicted in vivid detail, symbolizing not only wealth but also the lengths to which people would go to bring these flavors to their tables. These spices were more than culinary enhancements. They were status symbols used in religious rituals, medicine, and even as currency in some regions. The demand for such exotic items drove the creation of vast trade networks, linking distant lands in a shared pursuit of these precious commodities. Silk is another prominent feature in the paintings, its shimmering threads often depicted in scenes of royal courts and ceremonial garb. Originating in China, silk was a highly sought-after luxury, prized for its texture and beauty. The Silk Roads, which connected China to the Mediterranean, were named after this iconic fabric, but they carried far more than just silk. The trade routes became arteries of cultural exchange, with ideas, technologies, and artistic styles flowing alongside material goods. Precious metals like gold and silver also feature heavily in the artwork, often adorning the figures of rulers and deities. These metals were not just symbols of power, they were tangible expressions of wealth and influence. Gold from West Africa, silver from the Andes, and gemstones from South Asia all found their way into markets thousands of miles from their sources, illustrating the global reach of these trade networks. The lengths to which merchants and explorers went to acquire these materials are astounding, from braving treacherous mountain passes to navigating stormy seas. The cultural impact of these goods went far beyond their material value. Spices introduced new flavors and culinary traditions, silk inspired fashion and textile production, and precious metals fueled artistic and architectural innovations. However, the exchange wasn't limited to goods. It included ideas, beliefs, and technologies. For example, the spread of Buddhism from India to East Asia was facilitated by the same routes that carried silk and spices. Similarly, the transmission of scientific knowledge from astronomy to medicine was often tied to trade. This exchange also fostered a sense of interconnectedness among diverse cultures. Merchants, travelers, and scholars acted as cultural intermediaries, bringing stories, customs, and innovations from one region to another. The desert tomb paintings capture this vibrant exchange, depicting scenes of collaboration and coexistence that challenge the notion of isolated civilizations. Instead, they reveal a world where borders were fluid and connections were as valuable as the goods themselves. The legacy of these trade networks is still felt today. Many of the goods that shaped medieval economies remain central to global commerce, and the cultural exchange they facilitated continues to influence art, cuisine, and technology. By studying these paintings, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and resilience of the people who built these networks, bridging vast distances and cultural divides to create a world that was, in many ways, ahead of its time. These paintings do more than showcase the movement of goods. They reveal a vibrant exchange of ideas, religions, and philosophies that reshaped entire societies. Among the figures depicted are scholars, monks, and merchants, each carrying not just material wealth, but also the intellectual and spiritual traditions of their homelands. Buddhist monks from India, Islamic scholars from Persia, and Christian missionaries from Europe are often shown in conversation. their interactions capturing the essence of a world where cultural boundaries were porous and fluid. One striking example is the depiction of Buddhist iconography alongside Islamic geometric patterns and Christian crosses. These images suggest not just coexistence, but a blending of artistic traditions, where styles and symbols were adapted and reinterpreted across cultures. This artistic synthesis reflects a broader trend of philosophical and religious exchange. Buddhism, for instance, spread along the Silk Roads from India to Central Asia and China, influencing local beliefs and practices. Similarly, Islamic teachings traveled eastward, while Christian ideas moved westward, creating a rich tapestry of spiritual thought that transcended geographic and political divide. The exchange of ideas also extended to science and technology. Manuscripts on astronomy, medicine, and mathematics circulated widely, often translated into multiple languages to reach new audiences. A Persian astronomer might study Greek texts, while a Chinese physician could incorporate Indian herbal remedies into their practice. These intellectual exchanges fostered innovation, laying the groundwork for advancements that would shape the medieval world and beyond. Socially, these connections challenged rigid hierarchies and fostered a sense of shared humanity. Merchants, often seen as low status in some societies, became crucial cultural intermediaries, bridging worlds through their travels and trade. The paintings depict them in roles of respect and influence, highlighting how these routes elevated their status and expanded their opportunities. Similarly, women, though often overlooked in historical records, appear in these artworks as traders, artisans, and even patrons, suggesting a more dynamic and inclusive society than traditional narratives might imply. The impact of these exchanges was profound, shaping the development of societies across continents. Cities along the trade routes became melting pots of culture, where diverse traditions blended to create new forms of art, architecture, and governance. The legacy of this interconnectedness is still evident today, reminding us that the medieval world was far from isolated. It was a place of vibrant exchange, where ideas and beliefs flowed as freely as the goods that carried them. The paintings in these desert tombs bring to life the faces and stories of the people who shaped the medieval trade routes. Each figure is meticulously rendered, their attire offering clues about their origins and status. You see merchants dressed in flowing robes of silk, their garments adorned with intricate patterns that reflect the craftsmanship of distant lands. Others wear simple, practical clothing, designed for the long and arduous journeys across deserts and mountains. Their expressions are varied. Some wear looks of determination, others seem contemplative, and a few even appear to be smiling, as if caught in a moment of camaraderie or shared laughter. These depictions are more than artistic flourishes. They are windows into the lives of those who navigated the vast networks of trade. Among them are individuals from diverse backgrounds, Central Asian traders with their distinctive felt hats, Arab merchants in turbans, European travelers in cloaks, and Chinese officials in elaborate robes. The diversity of these figures underscores the cosmopolitan nature of the trade routes, where people from vastly different cultures interacted regularly. The activities captured in these paintings further illuminate their daily lives. Some figures are shown negotiating deals, their hands gesturing animatedly as they barter over spices, textiles, or precious metals. Others are depicted resting at caravanserais, the roadside inns that provided shelter and respite for weary travelers. Scenes of communal meals, storytelling, and shared religious rituals reveal the bonds formed along the way, as people from different worlds found common ground through their shared experiences. Yet, the lives of these merchants and travelers were far from easy. The paintings subtly hint at the challenges they faced. In the background, you might notice the harsh landscapes they traversed, the endless dunes of the desert. the towering peaks of mountain passes, or the dense forests that marked their routes. Some figures are shown bandaging wounds or repairing broken carts, reminders of the physical toll these journeys took. Others appear vigilant, guarding their caravans against bandits or navigating the uncertainties of unfamiliar territories. These depictions humanize the grand narrative of trade, reminding us that the Silk Roads were not just pathways for goods, but also for people, real individuals with dreams, fears, and resilience. Their stories, preserved in these ancient paintings, connect us to a time when the world was both vast and interconnected, driven by the courage and curiosity of those who dared to journey across it. The paintings vividly capture not only the triumphs of medieval trade, but also the harrowing perils that merchants faced along their journeys. Bandits lurk in the shadows of these artworks, their presence a constant threat to the safety of caravans laden with valuable goods. These thieves often targeted traders in remote areas where the lack of protection made them vulnerable. To counter this, caravans traveled in groups, hiring armed guards and forming alliances to deter attacks. The paintings show these protective measures in action, with figures standing watch over loaded camels or horses, their weapons at the ready, and their eyes scanning the horizon for danger. Nature itself posed another formidable challenge. The harsh climates depicted in the artwork remind us of the relentless heat of desert sands, the biting cold of mountain passes, and the unpredictable storms that could sweep across the plains. Traders had to contend with dehydration, frostbite, and exhaustion, often pushing their physical limits to the brink. The paintings reveal their resilience, with figures wrapped in layers of clothing or shielding themselves from the elements as they pressed onward. Treacherous terrain added another layer of difficulty. Narrow mountain paths, crumbling cliffs, and shifting desert dunes made travel a constant gamble. The paintings show moments of ingenuity, traders repairing broken wheels, guiding animals through perilous passes, or using celestial navigation to find their way. These scenes highlight the resourcefulness required to overcome the challenges of the land. Despite these risks, the rewards of trade were immense. The economic motivations driving these perilous journeys are evident in the goods depicted: silk, spices, precious metals, and gems, all highly prized commodities that could fetch fortunes in distant markets. The promise of wealth and prosperity fueled the determination of these traders, compelling them to brave the dangers and endure the hardships. The paintings also hint at the cultural exchanges that occurred along these routes. Traders not only exchanged goods but also shared knowledge, ideas, and traditions. This blending of cultures enriched the societies connected by these routes, creating a legacy that extends far beyond the material wealth they carried. Through these artworks, we gain a deeper appreciation for the courage and ingenuity of those who shaped the medieval trade routes. Their stories remind us that the pursuit of connection and prosperity often comes with great risk, but it is through these challenges that history is made. The identity of the tomb's builder remains one of history's most tantalizing puzzles. Scholars have long debated who could have commissioned such an elaborate and richly decorated resting place. Some suggest it was a wealthy merchant, perhaps someone who amassed a fortune through trade and sought to immortalize their success in these intricate paintings. Others propose it might have been a local ruler or noble, someone with both the resources and the ambition to leave behind a lasting legacy. The tomb's grandeur hints at a figure of significant influence, but the lack of inscriptions or definitive records leaves their true identity shrouded in mystery. Clues within the tomb itself offer fragments of insight. The paintings depict scenes of bustling trade, exotic goods, and perilous journeys, suggesting the builder had a deep connection to the commerce of their time. The materials used in the tomb's construction: precious stones, rare pigments, and high-quality craftsmanship further point to someone with considerable wealth and access to global networks. Yet, these details only deepen the enigma. Why would such a prominent figure choose to remain anonymous? Was it a deliberate act of humility, a cultural tradition, or perhaps a precaution against tomb raiders? Theories abound, each adding a layer to the mystery. Some historians argue the builder might have been a woman, challenging assumptions about gender roles in medieval trade and leadership. Others speculate it could have been a religious figure, someone who saw trade as a divine mission to connect distant lands and cultures. The absence of clear evidence fuels these debates, keeping the question alive across generations of scholars. This enduring mystery does more than captivate our curiosity. It offers a window into the complexities of medieval society. The tomb's builder, whoever they were, lived in a world where trade was not just an economic activity but a bridge between civilizations. Their decision to commemorate this legacy in art speaks to the profound impact of commerce on identity and culture. The debate over the builder's identity also reflects the broader challenges of studying history. Without definitive records, we must piece together the past using fragments of evidence, interpretation, and imagination. This process reminds us that history is not just about the answers we find, but the questions we continue to ask. As we ponder the identity of this enigmatic figure, we are reminded of the countless individuals who shaped the medieval world, often leaving behind little more than traces of their existence. Their stories, though incomplete, invite us to explore the rich tapestry of human history and the connections that bind us across time and space. The tomb's location was no accident. It was carefully chosen in a region that served as a crossroads of commerce and culture. Nestled between mountain ranges and near a vital river, the site was a natural hub for trade routes that connected distant lands. Merchants traveling from the east could bring spices, silks, and precious stones, while those from the west carried metals, textiles, and other goods. This strategic position made the area a bustling center of exchange, where ideas, goods, and people flowed freely. The geography of the location played a crucial role in its success. The nearby river provided a reliable source of water for travelers and their animals, while the mountains offered protection from invaders and harsh weather. These natural advantages made it an ideal stopping point for caravans, creating a vibrant marketplace where goods from across the known world were bought and sold. But the location's significance goes beyond its practical benefits. It was also a cultural melting pot where traders from different regions interacted, shared stories, and forged connections. The tomb's paintings reflect this diversity, depicting scenes of foreign merchants, exotic animals, and unfamiliar landscapes. These images suggest that the builder not only profited from trade, but also celebrated its ability to bring people together. This site wasn't just a place of commerce, it was a symbol of the interconnectedness of the medieval world. The tomb's presence here underscores how trade shaped not only economies but also art, culture, and identity. By choosing this location, the builder ensured their legacy would be intertwined with the story of commerce and the movement of goods across continents. The architectural features of the tomb further emphasize its connection to trade. The structure incorporates materials sourced from distant regions, including rare stones and pigments that would have been transported along the very routes depicted in the paintings. This deliberate choice highlights the builder's awareness of their place within a global network, one that extended far beyond their immediate surroundings. Understanding the tomb's location as a trade hub offers valuable insights into the broader medieval economy. It reveals how geography influenced the flow of goods and ideas, shaping societies in ways that resonate even today. This site was more than a resting place. It was a testament to the power of trade to transform the world, one exchange at a time. The design of the desert tomb is a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of its builders. Constructed from locally sourced sandstone, the structure blends seamlessly with its arid surroundings, yet its intricate carvings and towering domes set it apart as a masterpiece of architectural achievement. The tomb's layout is both practical and symbolic, with a central chamber surrounded by smaller rooms that served various ceremonial and functional purposes. One of the most striking features is the use of imported materials, such as marble and lapis lazuli, which would have been transported along the trade routes depicted in the tomb's paintings. These materials not only highlight the wealth and influence of the tomb's occupant, but also serve as a physical reminder of the region's role in global commerce. The walls are adorned with elaborate frescoes and inscriptions, some of which depict scenes of trade, while others convey religious and cultural narratives. The tomb's design reflects the technological advancements of the time. Advanced engineering techniques allowed for the creation of large, open spaces without the need for support columns, giving the interior a sense of grandeur and openness. The use of arches and vaulted ceilings demonstrates a mastery of structural principles, while the strategic placement of windows and ventilation shafts ensures a stable interior climate, protecting the delicate artwork from the harsh desert environment. More than just a burial site, the tomb was a monument to trade and the interconnectedness of the medieval world. Its design deliberately incorporates elements from different cultures, showcasing the influence of foreign artisans and the exchange of ideas that occurred along the trade routes. For example, the geometric patterns on the ceiling bear a striking resemblance to designs found in Persian architecture, while the floral motifs echo styles from the Far East. Today, preserving this architectural marvel is a priority for historians and conservationists alike. The harsh desert climate poses significant challenges, from sand erosion to temperature fluctuations, which threaten the stability of the structure and the integrity of the artwork. Modern preservation efforts include using advanced scanning technology to document every detail of the tomb, ensuring that future generations can study and appreciate this remarkable piece of history. The tomb's design is more than just a window into the past. It's a celebration of human creativity and the enduring impact of trade on art, architecture, and culture. By protecting this treasure, we safeguard a vital link to our shared heritage, one that continues to inspire and educate people around the world. Preserving the tomb and its paintings is no small feat, especially in the unforgiving desert environment where extreme temperatures, shifting sands, and intense sunlight pose constant threats. The delicate frescoes, having endured for centuries, now face the risk of fading, cracking, or even crumbling if not carefully protected. To combat these challenges, conservationists have employed a range of innovative techniques, from advanced climate control systems to specially formulated protective coatings. One of the primary concerns is the impact of sand erosion, which can gradually wear away the intricate carvings and paintings. To address this, barriers and windbreaks have been installed around the site to reduce the flow of sand particles. Additionally, the tomb's interior is monitored with precision instruments that track temperature and humidity levels, ensuring the conditions remain stable enough to prevent further deterioration. Human activity also poses a significant risk, as increased tourism and exploration can lead to accidental damage or even theft. To mitigate these dangers, controlled access to the tomb has been implemented, allowing only trained researchers and conservators to enter under strict supervision. Surveillance systems and security measures have been put in place to deter unauthorized entry and protect the site from looting or vandalism. The preservation efforts are a testament to international collaboration, with local authorities working alongside archaeologists and conservation experts from around the globe. Funding and technical support from organizations like the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization have been instrumental in developing and implementing these protective measures. This partnership ensures that the tomb is not only preserved but also studied in a way that respects its cultural and historical significance. For future research, making the tomb accessible while maintaining its integrity is a delicate balance. Digital documentation techniques such as three-dimensional scanning and high-resolution photography have been pivotal in creating detailed records of the site's artwork and architecture. These digital archives allow researchers to study the tomb remotely, reducing the need for physical interaction and minimizing the risk of damage. Ultimately, the goal is to ensure that this extraordinary piece of history remains intact for generations to come. By combining cutting-edge technology with traditional preservation methods, experts are safeguarding the tomb and its paintings, allowing them to continue telling the story of trade, culture, and human connection that began centuries ago. This ongoing effort not only protects the past but also opens doors for future discoveries, offering endless opportunities for learning and inspiration. Balancing accessibility with the ethical responsibility to preserve the tomb presents a complex challenge. On one hand, increased access allows researchers to uncover more about the intricate trade networks and cultural exchanges depicted in the paintings. This knowledge can reshape our understanding of medieval global connections, offering a richer picture of how societies interacted across vast distances. However, the risks of overexposure cannot be ignored. Every visitor, every touch, and even the breath of those inside the tomb can contribute to the gradual degradation of its fragile artwork. Technology has emerged as a powerful solution to this dilemma. Virtual replicas and three-dimensional models of the tomb allow researchers and the public to explore its wonders without stepping foot inside. These digital recreations capture every detail of the paintings and carvings, providing an immersive experience that feels almost as real as being there. For scholars, these tools enable detailed analysis from anywhere in the world, fostering collaboration and accelerating discoveries. For the public, they offer a chance to engage with history in a way that feels personal and accessible, all while keeping the physical site protected. Yet, even with these advancements, ethical questions remain. How much access is too much? Should the tomb remain a carefully guarded secret, or should its treasures be shared broadly to inspire and educate? These decisions often involve a delicate negotiation between archaeologists, local communities, and global institutions. The goal is to honor the tomb's cultural significance while ensuring its survival for future generations. The global interest in this discovery has only intensified these debates. Scholars from disciplines ranging from art history to economics are eager to study the site, while museums and cultural organizations seek to showcase its artifacts. International attention has brought much-needed funding for preservation efforts, but it also raises concerns about exploitation or misinterpretation of the tomb's legacy. Ultimately, the key lies in finding a balance, one that respects the tomb's fragility while embracing the opportunities it offers for learning and connection. By prioritizing thoughtful stewardship and leveraging technology responsibly, we can ensure that this remarkable piece of history continues to enlighten and inspire, both now and in the years to come. The discovery of the desert tomb sent ripples across the globe, sparking enthusiasm in academic circles and capturing the imagination of the public. Scholars from universities and research institutions worldwide quickly recognized the significance of the paintings, describing them as a missing link in our understanding of medieval trade routes. Art historians marveled at the intricate details and craftsmanship, while anthropologists saw a rare opportunity to explore the cultural exchanges that shaped societies centuries ago. This find didn't just fill gaps in existing knowledge, it opened entirely new avenues for research. Media coverage played a pivotal role in bringing the tomb's story to a broader audience. News outlets highlighted the vibrant depictions of caravans, markets, and travelers, framing the discovery as a window into a world that once thrived in the heart of the desert. Documentaries and feature articles delved into the lives of the artists and traders who left their mark on these walls, making the distant past feel immediate and relevant. This widespread attention not only elevated the tomb's profile, but also underscored the universal appeal of uncovering shared human history. The international response was marked by a spirit of collaboration. Researchers from different countries pooled their expertise, combining insights from archaeology, linguistics, and even climatology to piece together the story behind the paintings. Joint expeditions were organized to study the site, with teams working together to document and preserve its treasures. This cross-border cooperation highlighted the tomb's significance as a piece of global heritage, transcending national boundaries and fostering a sense of shared responsibility. The implications of this discovery extend far beyond the tomb itself. It has reshaped the way scholars approach similar sites, encouraging a more interdisciplinary approach to studying ancient trade networks. By revealing the interconnectedness of distant cultures, the paintings have challenged outdated assumptions about isolation and independence in the medieval world. This has inspired a renewed sense of curiosity and urgency in the search for other sites that might hold similar secrets. As the world continues to process the significance of this find, one thing is clear: the desert tomb has redefined our understanding of the past in profound ways. It serves as a reminder that history is not a static collection of facts but a living, evolving narrative that continues to surprise and inspire. The collaborative efforts and global interest it has generated set a powerful precedent for future discoveries, paving the way for even greater insights into the rich tapestry of human history. The discovery of the desert tomb's paintings has ignited a renewed sense of possibility in the field of historical research. These vivid depictions of trade routes and cultural exchanges suggest that our understanding of the medieval world is far from complete. Scholars are now re-examining older theories with fresh eyes, questioning assumptions about the scale and nature of global connections during this period. The paintings serve as a powerful reminder that history is not a static record but a dynamic narrative, constantly reshaped by new evidence. One of the most exciting implications of this find is the potential for similar discoveries in other regions. If such a significant site was hidden in the desert for centuries, what other treasures might lie undiscovered in forgotten corners of the world? This discovery has inspired archaeologists and historians to revisit lesser-known sites and explore uncharted territories, driven by the possibility of uncovering new insights into the past. The tomb's paintings have acted as a catalyst, encouraging researchers to think beyond traditional boundaries and consider the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations in fresh, imaginative ways. Beyond reshaping our understanding of medieval trade, these paintings also offer valuable lessons for the present. They highlight the importance of cultural exchange and cooperation in driving progress and prosperity. The vibrant scenes of merchants, artisans, and travelers from diverse backgrounds remind us that innovation and growth often arise from the blending of ideas and traditions. In a world that sometimes feels increasingly divided, the tomb's legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the strength found in collaboration and mutual understanding. As we continue to study the tomb and its remarkable paintings, we not only deepen our knowledge of the past but also gain valuable insights that can inform our future. The discovery underscores the importance of preserving our shared heritage and investing in the exploration of history, even in the most unlikely places. It's a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and the belief that there's always more to learn, more connections to uncover, and more stories waiting to be told. The paintings in the desert tomb do more than illuminate the past. They challenge us to rethink our assumptions about trade and globalization. For centuries, the narrative of medieval trade has been dominated by stories of major cities and well-documented routes like the Silk Road. Yet these paintings reveal a different picture, one where smaller, less celebrated communities played a vital role in connecting distant cultures. They remind us that globalization isn't a modern phenomenon but a deeply rooted human endeavor, shaped by countless individuals whose stories have been overshadowed by time. One of the most striking lessons from the tomb is the sheer diversity of the interactions it depicts. Merchants, artisans, and travelers from vastly different backgrounds are shown exchanging not just goods but ideas, art, and traditions. This challenges the modern notion that globalization is primarily about economics. Instead, it underscores the importance of cultural exchange as a driving force behind innovation and mutual understanding. The paintings suggest that trade routes were not merely conduits for commerce but vibrant networks of shared knowledge and creativity. These findings also offer a fresh perspective on contemporary issues of connectivity and cultural exchange. In an era where global trade is often seen through the lens of competition and conflict, the tomb's paintings serve as a powerful reminder of the cooperative spirit that has historically fueled human progress. They encourage us to consider how we might build more inclusive and empathetic systems of exchange today, systems that prioritize mutual benefit over narrow self-interest. Finally, the tomb invites us to reflect on our own connections to the past. Each of us is part of a long chain of cultural and economic exchanges that stretch back centuries. Whether it's the spices in our kitchens, the fabrics in our clothes, or the ideas that shape our world, we are deeply intertwined with the stories of those who came before us. The paintings remind us that history isn't just something we study, it's something we live and carry forward in our daily lives. By exploring these lessons, we not only gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of medieval trade, but also find inspiration for how we might navigate the challenges of our own interconnected world. The tomb's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity, resilience, and the desire to bridge divides, a legacy that continues to resonate with us today. The medieval trade routes uncovered by these tomb paintings are not relics of a distant past, they are the roots of today's global economy. Just as merchants once traveled vast distances to exchange goods, ideas, and cultures, modern trade networks span continents, linking producers, consumers, and innovators across the world. The parallels are striking. Back then, it was silk, spices, and ceramics moving along caravan routes. Today, it's electronics, pharmaceuticals, and digital services flowing through global supply chains. The core principle remains the same: connectivity drives progress. Understanding these historical trade routes offers valuable lessons for navigating the complexities of modern commerce. For instance, the resilience of medieval traders in the face of harsh climates, political instability, and cultural barriers highlights the importance of adaptability and collaboration. These same qualities are essential in today's fast-paced, interconnected economy, where disruptions like pandemics or geopolitical tensions can ripple across industries. By studying how medieval societies overcame challenges, we can gain insights into building more robust and flexible trade systems for the 21st century. Another key takeaway is the role of cultural exchange in fostering innovation. The paintings show that trade wasn't just about moving goods, it was about sharing knowledge, art, and technology. This exchange of ideas often led to breakthroughs, from new artistic techniques to advancements in agriculture. In today's global economy, innovation thrives on diversity and collaboration. Whether it's cross-border partnerships in research or the blending of creative traditions, the spirit of exchange that defined medieval trade continues to shape our world. The artistic legacy of the tomb itself is a testament to the enduring power of connectivity. The vibrant murals, blending styles and motifs from different cultures, remind us that trade is as much about human connection as it is about economic gain. These paintings are more than historical artifacts. They are a celebration of the shared creativity that emerges when diverse communities come together. As we reflect on these insights, it's clear that the lessons of the past are more relevant than ever. In an era of rapid globalization, we have the opportunity to build on the legacy of these ancient trade routes, creating systems that prioritize mutual benefit, cultural exchange, and sustainable growth. The tomb's paintings challenge us to think beyond borders and to recognize the profound impact of our interconnected world, a world shaped by the enduring human desire to connect, create, and thrive. The tomb's paintings are more than historical artifacts. They are a wellspring of inspiration for modern artists and designers. Their vibrant colors, intricate patterns, and rich cultural themes have captivated contemporary creators, sparking a renewed dialogue between ancient and modern artistic traditions. Take, for example, the bold use of earthy reds, deep blues, and golden accents in the paintings. These hues, once symbolic of spiritual and cultural values, now find their way into modern artworks, textiles, and even interior design, bridging centuries with a shared visual language. What makes these paintings particularly compelling is their storytelling quality. Each mural weaves together narratives of trade, travel, and cultural exchange, offering a visual tapestry that resonates deeply with today's globalized world. Contemporary artists, inspired by this interplay of cultures, often incorporate similar themes into their work, exploring ideas of migration, identity, and interconnectedness. The tomb's art serves as a reminder that creativity thrives at the intersection of diverse influences, a lesson that continues to shape artistic innovation today. The intricate patterns found in the paintings have also left their mark on modern design. From fashion to architecture, these ancient motifs have been reimagined in countless ways, blending historical elegance with contemporary aesthetics. Designers often draw on these patterns to create works that feel both timeless and fresh, demonstrating the enduring appeal of these medieval designs. Beyond aesthetics, the paintings inspire a deeper appreciation for the cultural exchange that defines humanity's artistic journey. They remind us that art is not created in isolation, but is the product of shared experiences and ideas. This ongoing dialogue between past and present enriches our understanding of creativity, showing how ancient traditions can inform and elevate modern expressions. The cultural significance of these paintings extends far beyond their artistic value. They offer a glimpse into the lives of people who lived centuries ago, revealing their hopes, beliefs, and connections to the wider world. By studying and celebrating these works, we honor their legacy and ensure that the spirit of cultural exchange continues to inspire future generations. The discovery of this desert tomb and its paintings has profound cultural significance, extending far beyond the confines of medieval history. It serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of human societies, even in eras often perceived as isolated or insular. By revealing the extensive trade networks and cultural exchanges of the time, The tomb challenges the notion that medieval societies were static or disconnected. Instead, it paints a picture of a vibrant, dynamic world where ideas, goods, and artistic traditions flowed freely across continents. This newfound understanding fosters a deeper appreciation for the contributions of societies that have often been overlooked in mainstream historical narratives. The tomb's paintings highlight the ingenuity and creativity of cultures that thrived in challenging environments, offering a fresh perspective on their role in shaping global history. By bringing these contributions to light, the discovery encourages a more inclusive view of the past, one that recognizes the achievements of diverse peoples and their enduring legacy. The tomb's impact also resonates with contemporary efforts to promote cross-cultural understanding. In a world often divided by cultural and political differences, the paintings remind us of the shared humanity that has always bound us together. They serve as a testament to the ways in which different cultures can influence and enrich one another, offering valuable lessons for today's globalized society. Yet, even as the discovery answers many questions, it raises new ones that continue to intrigue scholars and enthusiasts alike. Who were the artists behind these remarkable paintings, and what inspired their designs? How did these cultural exchanges influence the daily lives of people across the region? And what other secrets might still lie buried beneath the sands, waiting to reshape our understanding of history? These unanswered questions fuel ongoing research and exploration, ensuring that the story of this desert tomb remains a living, evolving narrative. They invite us to continue delving into the past, uncovering the stories of those who came before us and finding connections that resonate across time. In doing so, we not only enrich our knowledge of history but also deepen our appreciation for the shared heritage that unites us all. The desert tomb and its extraordinary paintings have revealed much, yet they remain shrouded in enigma. Who were the craftsmen who meticulously painted these walls, and what stories were they trying to tell? The intricate designs suggest a blend of artistic traditions, but the exact influences and techniques remain a puzzle. Scholars are still debating the purpose of the tomb. Was it a resting place for a powerful merchant, a spiritual leader, or perhaps a cultural hub where travelers shared their stories and beliefs? The identity of the tomb's builder is another mystery. Was it commissioned by a wealthy trader looking to immortalize their legacy, or was it a community effort, a testament to the collective spirit of the people who thrived along these ancient routes? The absence of written records adds to the intrigue, leaving historians to piece together clues from the paintings themselves. Even the trade routes depicted in the artwork raise questions. While they show clear connections between distant lands, the extent of these networks and the goods exchanged remains speculative. Were these routes used solely for commerce, or did they also facilitate the spread of ideas, religions, and technologies? The tomb hints at a level of sophistication in medieval trade that challenges our assumptions, but it doesn't provide all the answers. These unanswered questions aren't just historical curiosities, they are invitations to explore further. They remind us that history is never truly finished, that every discovery opens new doors to understanding. The role of curiosity in historical inquiry cannot be overstated. It drives researchers to dig deeper, to question assumptions, and to seek out the untold stories waiting to be uncovered. Future discoveries, whether in the form of new tombs, artifacts, or even previously overlooked details in these paintings, may shed light on these mysteries. Advances in technology, such as improved imaging techniques or genetic analysis, could offer fresh insights into the people who created and used this space. Each new piece of the puzzle brings us closer to understanding the complex tapestry of human history. The allure of the unknown is what keeps history alive and relevant. It encourages us to look beyond the surface, to ask questions, and to remain open to the possibility that the past still has much to teach us. The desert tomb, with its unanswered questions, stands as a symbol of the endless journey of discovery, one that continues to captivate and inspire us today. The power of curiosity is what propels us to uncover the secrets of the past. It's this innate desire to understand our roots, to make sense of where we've come from, that drives historians, archaeologists, and explorers to dig deeper, both literally and figuratively. The desert tomb and its enigmatic paintings are a testament to this relentless quest for knowledge. They remind us that history isn't just a collection of dates and events, but a vibrant, living story waiting to be uncovered. This tomb, with its intricate artistry and mysterious origins, has sparked a renewed interest in medieval trade routes and the connections they fostered. It's a reminder that the past is filled with untold stories, each one offering a glimpse into the lives of people who shaped the world we live in today. For researchers, it's a call to action, a challenge to look beyond the obvious and explore the complexities of human history. But the impact of these discoveries extends far beyond the academic world. They inspire us all to think differently about our shared heritage. They encourage us to question what we think we know and to remain open to new possibilities. For future generations of explorers, these findings are a beacon of inspiration, showing that even in the most unlikely places, there are stories waiting to be told. As we reflect on the significance of this tomb, it's clear that the journey of discovery is far from over. Every artifact, every painting, every fragment of the past holds the potential to rewrite history. And it's curiosity, that insatiable desire to learn, that will continue to guide us forward. So, as we close this chapter, let's carry that spirit of exploration with us, always eager to uncover the next great mystery and to celebrate the rich tapestry of human history. The discovery of the desert tomb and its remarkable paintings has truly reshaped our understanding of medieval trade routes. These intricate artworks reveal a world far more connected than we once imagined, where goods, ideas, and cultures flowed across vast distances long before the age of globalization. They remind us that trade wasn't just about commerce, it was about the exchange of knowledge, art, and humanity itself. This revelation has profound implications for how we view history. It challenges the notion of isolated civilizations and highlights the intricate web of relationships that bound people together, even in the most remote corners of the world. The tomb's paintings serve as a vivid reminder that the medieval period was a time of dynamic interaction and cultural fusion, laying the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. But the impact of this discovery extends beyond the pages of history books. It invites us to reflect on our own place in the world and how the past continues to shape our present. The stories etched into these ancient walls remind us that every culture, every society, is part of a larger tapestry, woven together by the threads of shared experiences and mutual influence. As we close this exploration, let's carry with us the idea that history is not a static record but a living, breathing narrative that evolves with each new discovery. As the historian Carl Becker once said, "The past is a kind of screen upon which we project our vision of the future." The desert tomb and its paintings are a testament to that enduring truth, urging us to look back in order to move forward. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this fascinating discovery. What do these paintings tell us about the world we've inherited? And what lessons can we draw from the past as we navigate the challenges of today? Share your ideas in the comments and let's continue this journey together, uncovering the hidden stories that connect us all.